So there seems to be some effort as of late with all of the other things going on to change the names of certain things. Now, I ran across a story in Vice here, and they go through with several obviously wrist names. Clearly, some of these places include, I'm going to obviously not use the word, but it's not the bad N word, but it's the substitute N word. N-E, okay? Runaway N Creek in Georgia. Dead N Draw in Texas. And a word that comes from mule in Spanish, M Bayou in Mississippi. There's a dead N Hollow in Tennessee. But everyone would agree that these are these are wrist names. They come from way back in time with RISM and segregation. And actually, before 1963, they actually used the real N-word in the... Yeah, seriously. So they changed it to a less, I guess, offensive form of the N-word, but still rather offensive. So no one would disagree that these are actual wrist, right? It's clear. But what about the state of Rhode Island? Rhode Island, a little itty-bitty state over by Connecticut, Massachusetts, in that area. What about that? Well, it turns out the official name is the state of Rhode Island and Providence P, which would be connected to something that the Civil War was fought to end. Okay, Providence P-L-E. I think you get the point. They want to change that. They want to remove that part of the official name of Rhode Island. So now it'll be just called the state of Rhode Island. Okay. I mean, if the people of Rhode Island don't want that in their name, I guess it's up to them. Now, I don't know if in the official name, have you ever heard of this? Just Rhode Island. I didn't realize they had the rest, but okay. Connect it somehow to RISM. Sure. But the people of Rhode Island will be able to vote on it, and if they want to change their name, certainly up to them. But it doesn't take, it doesn't take too much of an imagination to look at other names as wrist. And what about New York, New Jersey, New Hampshire? Well, these were named after places in England. Well, let's just say England was involved in a trade. They ended it in the early 1800s, but back then they were still... You see my point. So clearly, New York, New Jersey, New Hampshire, gotta go. Maine, named after a part of France. Well, do I have to say more? Do I? And what about the baseball team from Cleveland, Ohio? Yep. They're looking at determining the best path forward with respect to the obviously wrist name of their team. Now, who knows what they're going to call it? Maybe the Cleveland Grays. Who could really object? Oh, somebody would, though, wouldn't they? It's not inclusive enough, right? The Cleveland Brown. Oh, we have that already. That's probably a little bit wrist. If you really want to look at everything and say, well, there's RISM in there, we can find it if we really, really look hard enough. So both Cleveland teams, they're going to have to get woke here because we can't, obviously. Atlanta, oh, come on, people. And what about the worst of all? Washington, well, can't even say it because it's wrist. And I mean, of any of these teams, that certainly would be one you could say, hey, that's pretty wrist. It's like having the Washington N-words, right? That would be unacceptable. Maybe the Washingtons. No. Oh, you are so unwoke, hamster. Washington, founding father. Do you see my point? So we need to rename the capital of the United States from, well, the W word. And we got to get rid of the D.C. part because, hey, come on now. District of... No. We all know what happened there, don't we? That Italian guy came over and, wow, it's... Tear down the statue. We just don't need that. But fortunately here in Colorado, we have a very simple solution to get even more woke. Really? No. This state is woke. Okay? They're less woke out there on the western slope. if you know what I mean. Always electing those darn Republicans out there. Well, Republican, wrist, rism. You get the message, right? So here would be a simple thing to do. We can just rename the state just a little bit, just a minor little detail, and we would suddenly be the wokest state in the United States. We can just call this state, instead of Colorado, People of Color Otto. See? Look at how much better that is. We are the state of the people of Colorado. Feel better now? We're going to vote on that, or is Jared Polis, our, ultra-woke governor, just going to issue an executive order just to make that change? Why ask the people? Why ask the people to vote on stuff when they probably realize, voting is wrist and rism. And obviously, because some people are denied driver's licenses. I'll put the links to the story below. James Maxwell, thank you for listening.